So, RingoTv just called out Mark the Messenger. So the falling out, or whatever you might want to call it, it continues. And what led up to this is Mark the Messenger did a video, I guess, in the last 24 hours, talking about, he's reiterating basically he's done with having having anything to do with any content creators, I guess because of the drama that's been going on. And basically Ringo did a response video to that, really picking it apart in a lot of different ways. But and I'm not coming on here to really go in about all that. There's a very clear lesson that can be learned that I'm going to be speaking on in this video, and then I'm going to be doing a video on Monday. It's going to be titled Teamwork, something along that lines. And there's a lot that can be learned and seen in the situation going on right now out there. Not really getting into all the technicals, because if you want to know all the technicals, I think Ringo really, the way he is, he brings out all the receipts, or so he claims. I mean, he didn't do that with us, but in this situation, he is doing a reaction video to things that Mark the Messenger said. It's neither here nor there. If they understood and carried out the basics of what the word said, I don't think they would even remotely be having any of these issues. So, now, Mark the Messenger, in his video, he did make a good point, to which I'm in agreement with that. I'm not in agreement with how he moved and operated in this situation, but one good point he did bring out is that, you don't see the other nations going back and forth like this online. You don't see it. And again, if y'all saw, if anybody saw, I posted on my channel the interview I did with what's the guy's name? Brainwaves TV. I did an interview with him, and one of the things I was trying to do is show people how we operate here at Straightway. And because one of the when Pastor Rufus came on there, one of the big things that was being pushed is, hey, bring out the tapes of this hearing, ecclesiastical hearing you had. And that's, I talked to Pastor about it afterwards, and Pastor made a great point. He was like, hey, we handle stuff in Straightway within Straightway. We keep it in-house so it doesn't bleed out all over the internet and social media. And so that to the best we could do, we can abstain from the appearance of evil. We can be an example of unity, cohesiveness, one-mindedness, and everything like that. These content creators right now bickering back and forth, and the fact that they're loosely throwing Bible scriptures in it, it's just a bad look. And when people are bringing the word into it and making a bad representation of it, because truth be told, all the people involved in this, you know what I'm saying, they have their guilt in the situation, because you could just, it's very easy to observe and see. But it's just, somebody, because there's a lot of confusion out there. I think people see all the drama going on. And the truth be told, I need to say this, it's really not as big as these content creators are making it. It's really not that as big of a deal. All the stuff they're dealing with is surface level basic biblical scripture. And the reason why they're having all these issues that they're having is because of their disobedience, their unwillingness to do what the word says. Now, I'm gonna show y'all something, and then we'll continue talking about this, but we're gonna talk about it in a productive way. But my day today, so what I did today, we went up to the hub. I'll show you what we did up there real quick.
Space right here for us to work with in this gap.
Okay. You just want a gap above the bottom of the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the baseboard should cover it once we're finished.
Okay. I'll leave you a little hole there.
Awesome. That works. Thank you, sir.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and
So we're just touching base with the drywall brothers, just to make sure they know where we ran everything, so it doesn't get drywalled over. And again, even on a job like this, it's all about communication. When it comes to teamwork, working with teams, just having good communication. Okay, and then after that, we went to the gym. I lifted weights. Then I came out here, jumped in the pool, got my swimming in. I try to swim 3 times a week, just for this summer, for the next month or two. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna be spending some more time with the family. I brought the family out here to the. We lift weights as a family, and my daughters, they like swimming or whatever too. But that was my day today. You know what I'm saying? Being around the brothers, being around the saints. No drama. You see everybody working together. You see the level of communication. This is just a regular thing here, being a part of Straightway. And what I'm trying to tell you is, and truth be told, normally we do a lot more work than we did today. Today we got a lot of work done over the past couple months, and the most part we're caught up. So we kind of really did take it easy this Sabbath or this weekend. But the point I want to make, there's a big thing you need to see about this whole situation with all these people involved. You saw Floridian Rollo, let's go. You saw how they fell out with New Breed and what's the other guy's name? RingoTV. And then you see Mark the Messenger. He did a video, and he basically, this is in the middle of Ringo and New Breed beefing. He puts a video out basically, and in the video he says, truth be told, he basically said New Breed's selfish, and it's like, wow, why would you, bro, this dude almost has 1 million viewers, and you would just put that out there instead of bringing that to your brother, instead of going to him privately and telling him this. He threw him out there in front of everybody, and then he goes and he says he's done with all of them. And in the latest video, I think the video's titled Demons. You know, that's the video that Ringo's doing a response to. And then, you know, you had New Breed. He went on his channel. He did an interview. He apologized, but apparently it's not accepted. But then it appears that New Breed is still throwing subliminals at RingoTV. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so it's just this whole, man, it's messy. There's a lot of division. Mind you, all these people came together on one platform to falsely accuse Pastor Dow of adultery and other things that were unverified. RingoTV and Floridian Rollo falsely accused me, never reached out to me, never called me. They never called Pastor Dow. They never reached out to him. They came up with a narrative and they ran with it. And the reason why I'm not going to stay quiet is because you do this, and at the same time, you're claiming you're following the same book that we follow, and it's evident that you're not. That none of these men are doing what that book says, not by anything I'm saying, but by the confusion and the discord and the drama you see playing out between all them online. Now, what the word says is how beautiful and how pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity, and you have to be of one mind. And I mean, what they do with all their followers, and between them all, they have millions of followers, easily over 1 million followers. But what these guys do is they talk a good game and put on a good appearance like they're something that they're really not. And that's why I come in and do these videos, to show you and point out what you're seeing. Because there's a lot of people, there's a silent majority out there that watches all this, and they're confused. They're confused about what's going on and who's right, who's wrong. And like I said, you saw all these people gang up on one platform all together to come against Pastor Dow about stuff that they had false witness on. They violated one of the 10 Commandments. And now you even see this playing out among them together, like all the drama that's going on between all of them. And literally, it's almost to the point where they are completely broken to pieces, where it looked like they were talking, like they were all going to come together and do this, that, and the other. But on the same note, you could hear little subtle undertones of, oh, and it's not going to be about Bible doctrine and this, that, and the other, and it ain't going to be like Straightway. But then when you look at us here at Straightway, we don't have that division. You know, we are still united as one. We're still united as a brotherhood. We still bringing forth fruit. In fact, let me show y'all what one of the things I've been working on over the past month with the saints. Here, it's recording. All right, shalom, y'all. So basically, what we're going to be doing, you know, this is a rare opportunity. I ain't gonna say rare, but it's a pretty good opportunity to have an engine that's out of a car that you actually get to tear apart and look at the internals and just have somebody explain to you what's what does what, everything like that. So this is the engine we pulled out of Big Red. Hold on one sec. Who called?
It just stopped.
And what you saw in that video there, that's an engine we pulled out of a van. We replaced the engine in the van. It was a bunch of the brothers helped out with it. They learned a lot. And what I did with that engine there, and it's a video I'm gonna be coming out with soon. I showed how engines work. I let them disassemble that engine completely so that they could see how engines operate inside. So it was a good opportunity for brothers, and a couple of those brothers there are actually one brother has actually already started his automotive repair career, and another brother was considering it. So what the Bible says, it tells you you will know them by their fruits. You'll know them by their fruits. And you see what's playing out. I know Brainwaves was, he was like, well, he made a point because sometimes when I talk, I be smiling and laughing in shock and amazement. But no, I do not listen. Y'all gotta believe me, because like I said, Mark the Messenger did make a heavy point. You don't see this happening among the other nations. You don't see Chinese people on there going back and forth over Buddhism. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see this happening. But you see it out here going on with us. And just so y'all know, this is one of the main reasons why I became a part of Straightway, because way back when I came into this years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I dealt with this exact same thing out there in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community. And it's just certain people, they like the Bible warns about Israel, is stubborn, stiff-necked people, unwilling to turn their neck from the way they're going. And we have those types of people who try to come in the straight way, but because we're righteous, they get weeded out, they get exposed. Because we're truly serious about this word, they get exposed. They don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really living this out. It's gonna get exposed. The things that these content creators and all this drama are dealing with right now are simple. It's such basic biblical stuff. It's laughable. That's what makes me come on here sometimes and just feel like you can't make this stuff up, because it's so basic. But they're missing it because they're not 100% serious about this thing. And like I said, it's imperative to be of one mind in order to be united as one. But look, some of these dudes, they don't want this. They don't want unity. They want to stay the way they are. They don't want to change, and they'd rather bend scripture to fit what they want it to be.